Well, hello, welcome back. Right, what this one is about, again, is yet a little video furthering the cause of setting up this garage. In the last month or two, we've moved from our old garage into this one, and it's been a constant one after another job of getting everything set up and in place so we can get moving with the next generation of Delboy's garage. Now, you've supported us amazingly all the way so far. The hits themselves on the videos have doubled, literally doubled, since we moved from the last garage to this one. Whether it's the titlage that we're using, whether it's the imagery on the avatars, I don't know, but I think the support has grown hugely, and the channel itself has actually started to take on a life of its own. Now, we've been doing this for some 5 years now, since we first started off with the first garage, which was a concrete Marley garage with a wooden floor. I didn't even show myself on camera, just getting up the confidence to do this, which I felt was something I wanted to do. Now, in that last 5 years, we had no idea when we first began how much this would completely engulf our lives, how much it would take over, and how much it would mean to all of you. We didn't even think we would find an audience, let alone 42,000 subscribers and over 8 million hits on YouTube. If somebody told us back then that we were going to go this far, I would have just said, that's ridiculous, it wouldn't have happened. The people I used to follow that motivated me right back at the start, we've eclipsed them some 3 or 4 times over, which is humbling and astonishing, and I still follow them and they now follow us, which is amazing. YouTube is a stunning thing, it really is. Now, what's happened, purely because of the way that this has grown, ever since this began, we took all of our spare time and we dedicated it to this. We put all of our spare money and we put it into this. And we're always happy to do that, and indeed, we are still happy to do that. But the principle is now that as it has grown, it has actually outgrown our free time. We're getting to the point now where we don't have time to go to work anymore. Our day jobs are overtaking YouTube so that we can't do it. They're stunting our ability to grow. We're bouncing against the ceiling, as it were. And in that sense, that's the problem, day jobs. That's what's causing us an issue. Now, the Delboy's Garage videos themselves, they do earn a little from AdSense, not a great deal. Any of the videos we do profiling parts on any of the bikes, they don't earn anything because they're paid or not paid, but they are product placements. So in effect, we don't earn on every video. And what it earns us, we plough straight back in. Ain't it right, Ben?
That's right.
We don't earn anything from this, not in the real sense, and in itself, it certainly doesn't pay the bills. And if we're going to dedicate more time to this, just 1 second. If we're going to dedicate more time to this, then obviously we need to put a little bit of our working time to one side and dedicate 2 days a week to YouTube, so we can do proper videos in a permanent sense and keep growing and keep evolving and allow the channel itself to naturally evolve where it will be, because we haven't ever forced this. We've only ever made it, gone forward with what you want, answered your messages. And as you know, we don't just make the videos. When we're not filming, we're editing, we're answering comments and replying to questions, and that now we've got Facebook and Twitter, and there are people now badgering us to go on various other sites as well, so that we're just getting wider and wider. It has completely overtaken us. Now, we do need 2 days a week to put aside for YouTube. We need to dedicate that time. Once we can do that, then that itself will give us an ability to move forward. Literally dedicated time. Come in the morning, make a video, edit that video, get it up online, and then deal with all the fallout from that, which will take up to 48 hours. Now, in that sense, we cannot do that dedication of time without some support to cover the bill. So we need a little bit of funding. Now, obviously, it has always gone against the grain, hasn't it, Ben? Mm-hmm. It's always stuck in our throat a little bit, asking for money. It's not what we're into. We went and to the people that we've supported with parts, you know, the 2 companies who supported the most, they have come back and they've supported us quite a bit. We've paid very little, if anything, at all for the parts in the past. We've managed to enhance our beautiful bikes with accessories we'd never have afforded to buy, so that's been a fantastic thing. But it itself doesn't pay the bills, and in that other sense, we don't want to go commercial. We don't want to go to companies that become sponsors. We never want to have the day come when it is Delboy's Garage in association with so-and-so, a little bit like Lincoln Tech on the Motor Channel. Fantastic for them, they're probably earning 7 figures out of it, but we just want to keep it between you and us. It is clearly the viewers that have made this channel. Without the encouragement and support from you, we wouldn't have been able to go forward and do what we've done. So we've come to you. We think the first port of call before we start looking for corporate sponsorship, which honestly we don't really want, do we, man?
No.
I mean, once you belong to a corporate company, you are their puppet, effectively their employee, and you don't have the freedoms that you have. And I know that my opinions on companies and parts and dealers will probably go against the grain anyway and get me thrown out, but that is because it's the truth half the time, isn't it? So the fact that it is here, we come to you using Patron. A lot of you suggested different kinds of crowdfunding platforms. We have held off with this right until the 11th hour. We haven't wanted to do this at all, but there are so many things we still need to do. Yes, we need foam on the ceilings and on the door. We need to deal with this sound echoing. We need equipment. That camera that you're watching us on, it goes left and takes a dump about every 9 months, and we have to get another one. It's not a brilliant camera, it's just a camcorder, Panasonic. We've always used something like that. It's very simple, but we want something a little bit better, with a little tiny boom mic on it to get a little bit more direction, and just to enhance the quality of the videos. It's equipment, it's materials, it's things like that that we still need to secure, we still need to put in place, and without that, we just have run out of money. As you probably look around you, it's cost us everything that we've ever earned from YouTube and a little bit out of savings to put into this to get this far. Kind of the pot's dry a little bit. We need to build up time, go to work, do overtime, build up that money and then keep going. And that's going to hold things up for a long time. So we've thought the right thing to do, as suggested by many of you, crikey, it was definitely at least 10 people said to us, try Patreon, go with Patreon. Never heard of it before, had a look into it, learned and read up all about it, and it is stunning. Now there are many crowdfunding platforms out there, things like FundMe, GoFundMe, things like you did for her sister's marathon. All of that's great for one project, to get you one sum of money for one thing you're doing. What we need is a constant support. So if we went to a company and we said to them, can you sponsor us properly? They would pay us an amount every month to make videos in association with them, big sign on the wall, etc., or whatever. And we kind of can do that with you. With Patreon, you get to become a patron, like it says, of Delboy's Garage channel. It becomes partly yours, you become part of the team, and together we can create better things. We will plough every single penny we get back into the videos, into equipment, into materials. We also want to put a decent project on the bench, don't we, Penny?
We do.
Something that we haven't done before. We've done Triumphs, we've done Harley Davidsons, we've done rat bikes, we've done the Bandit, done lots of fabrication, got all of the skills, got most of the equipment, and I definitely want to do a proper gnarly Street Fighter, something that's really awesome. And then, when that's done and built, finished, sell that, and that will fund the next one, and start turning it into an organic, breathing machine, something that just rotates and is self-propelling. But without that, before we can make this whole thing self-propelling, we need a kickstart. We need a little start motor to turn it over and get it moving, and that's what this Patreon request is about. It is very humbling that we come to you, isn't it, Penny?
Yep, it is.
We don't do this lightly.
Doesn't sit well.
Does not sit well. Absolutely, it doesn't sit well. It's uncomfortable, but we believe that so many of you have said to us over and over that you've been helped and assisted by what we've done, what we've created, what we've taught you, and how we've empowered and enabled you to do things to your bikes and to learn skills that you will have forever. Remember, you learn how to do something on your bike, you can't unlearn it. You will always know how to do that, and it will serve you again and again. So if any of you have been helped by that, then perhaps this is your time. You may be able to help us. Now, have a little look how Patreon works. It's very simple. You can put from $1 per video up to whatever you want. Obviously, you can set a monthly limit, so you may only support one video a month, and that's all we would want. You see, there's 42,000 people, so it's a numbers game. We don't need much. We just need what is effectively 69 pence sterling, $1, from say 1% of our viewer base, and we have enough money to run this channel, have a surplus which we will put in an account which will fund the build. And the more money we can do that, the better bike we can build and the bigger we can take it. Obviously the future holds all manner of things. The sky's the limit. We can do anything as long as we have the funding, as you know with all things. It's like running a business, isn't it?
Because we're trying to work more hours to save up to pay for the parts.
This is it. I think, was it you said the tail's wagging the dog now? It's kind of self-cancelling. We're having to work longer hours at work so that we can afford to run it all, but then we haven't got the time because we're not here. So one cancels out the other and it all falls on its face. Now we all see many YouTube channels, they stumble at a certain point. We want to keep moving, and with what we hear from you and what you're saying, we think this is right. So last night we set about creating a Patreon account, and we've got it in place now. There's a link underneath this video. You can click on it and you can...
There's our story on there as well about why we do what we do.
That's right, and it's something that we composed together that says what we're all about, and how you can help us. It just explains the story, it excuses the fact that we've humbly come to you asking for some sort of support from our viewers. We believe that asking for the support from our viewers is by far and away better than going to a commercial company and subsequently being owned by them in some degree. Don't want that. We want to remain free and unbiased. Now, reviews and that kind of thing we can do in the future, and then you will always know that those reviews are unbiased. We're not going to be in any way guided or governed by those companies as to what we have to say. As you know very much, many of the TV shows are. We will remain independent. What we say is what we honestly feel. So, Patron, that's how you do it. Have a look underneath. Put a limit for yourself. You don't have to contribute to every single video. $1 a video, you can set a limit of $1, $2, $3 a month, whatever you want, and a cap on it. So once we can start earning from that, then we can start moving forward. Don't you think that's right, Ben?
We've got so much more we can do, but we're just limited by time and money.
We really are. She's absolutely right. It is purely those two things. We need 2 days a week, free to do YouTube, and focus and concentrate on it. And that doesn't just mean making videos and enjoying ourselves in the garage. That's just a byproduct. It's also sitting at the laptop for hours on end, answering many questions and replies, and listening to your heartfelt stories of how we've managed to change things. And it is doing that from which we learn all about you, what you want, and what we need to deliver to you. And little things, tiny things, like dealing with the soundproofing. Some of you have issues. A guy contacted us yesterday, he said that due to an issue in his life, he's had damaged hearing, and he finds the echo and reverberation makes it hard for him to follow the videos. So that's very important. It's not just someone whinging, it's a genuine thing. And we want every single one of you who takes the time and effort to watch our videos and to support us in that way, to enjoy them as much as you can. Now, the other final thing is clothing. We will be doing, for all of the patrons, we'll be doing some little free giveaways and stuff. We haven't worked out what's the right thing because we don't know how many patrons we'll get. If we get a few dozen, then we can do some specific things each. If we get a few hundred or 1,000 or more, then it's going to have to be something a little bit more automatic that we can get straight out to you. But we'll do something special for the patrons because you patrons who join us and help us move forward, you'll be people that are part of our team, and we'll be looking after you that little bit more specially than we do the rest of the viewers. But as to the rest of the viewers, it will remain free to view. You don't have to do anything. You'll still be able to watch Delboy's Garage videos free of charge and enjoy it. And we will be doing clothing for sale shortly. We're going to do some long sleeve t-shirts, my favourite. We'll do some hoodies, some zip ups, and hopefully some baseball caps. I wanted to do them last time. We couldn't find a decent supplier, but we think we now have found one. So that probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks, would you say?
Yep.
Hopefully get some clothing going. All of this is just a move to get this channel into the next level.
Self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient. You're good, you are. I like you. That's why I keep you on. She's great. So that's the point. Self-sufficiency is what this channel's about. Self-sufficiency away from the commercial world. We don't need them. We don't want them. We just want you to support us. Then we can support you with everything we know and can find out so that if you've got an issue or a problem, you come to us and we can help you with that. So Patreon. Sign up underneath if you're interested, become a patron of the channel. The more we get, the more we can do. It's literal as that. Do you think, Ben?
Thank you all.
Thank you all, absolutely.
Just shout if you've got a question.
Yes, do that. Usual rules of engagement apply. Any questions, we'll always answer them as possibly can. Thank you to everybody that supported us from the beginning. 5 years. That's in the history, that's in the past. Let's look to the next 5 years and see if we can make this amazing. Thank you for watching. Take it easy, ride safe. See you next time.